Good afternoon, everybody. I thought I'd just do this relatively quick video while I've made a decision to go in the garden and clear some leaves up because it's an absolute tip here. And I just wanted to share this. So I always like to listen to things, inspiring things, when I'm doing any of my work. Look at this. So this is the job I've got today. I don't know if you can see it all. I don't know how to turn my phone around, but still lots more leaves to come off. But I've already moved pretty much that and got to get all of that in that bin before I decide to go in and start tidying up inside the house. But while I'm doing it, I get motivated by actually listening to inspiring conversations. And I've been thinking about what the energy is doing at the moment and thinking about people close to me and also from a distance, and the patterning, the same things that are being said or felt. And strangely, when I start thinking about things like that, then something comes up on my feed to draw my attention and remind me that, this is a collective thing. So one of the things that happened in the cards that I did this morning was about relaxation. Now, relaxation can come in any form to anybody. It's not always sitting and doing nothing. For some people, this is relaxation. For me, this is relaxation. It's a way of releasing stuff that's built up over the last week or so. What I'm noticing while I'm talking is right over there under my apple tree, there are already daffodil bulbs sprouting up. So that's a nice positive thing to notice. But I digress. So the reason why I thought I would do this video, because I've not done one for a while, was to ask, or maybe not to ask, but to shed some light on why we're all feeling the way we're feeling right now. Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. It's been going on for a long time. But it's right now it's very intense, and it was brought to my attention that today is Samhain, which means it's the veil between our world and other worlds that is very, very thin right now. Now, I woke up this morning with a banging headache, and maybe that's an exaggeration. Let's just say a headache, because we don't want to give it that much attention over me and my life. But I didn't realise that until I came outside was actually just pressure that I was holding from, the energy that is going off around me. And I'm sure it's doing the same for all of you. So I'm not judging anybody for this, by the way. I'm just trying to help to make light and make sense of why we're all feeling so discombobulated, and what we can do to try and help it. Now, next Sunday, I'm giving a talk at Cresswell Events Centre, and I decided that this time I'm going to, rather than, I may not do a meditation. I haven't got a lot of time, to be fair, to do it, and it may be that it's just information that needs to be given. So It will be slightly different to what I normally do because I want to help people to understand why they're feeling like they are, and it's a collective thing. So I just wanted to say today, try not to beat yourself up about how you feel, and try not to get embroiled or over connected with how everyone else is feeling as well. It's a time where we have to allow each of us to process our own stuff in our own way. And it's very difficult when you love and care for people, because sometimes you think you can help, or you know you can help, but unless they're ready for that help, then there's not really anything you can do, because it's part of their journey and it's part of their learning and their experience. But we're living and moving forward into such a different world now. And, before any kind of peace can come again, can show again, we have to go through chaos. And it reminds me of The Witcher, because I've been watching The Witcher on Netflix. I love programs like that. But one of the things that they talk about is dark and light, chaos ensuing, and that's what it feels like very much now, that chaos is occurring. And as humans, we find it really difficult to try to navigate it or understand it. And we've got people that are doing their very best to fight the good fight, and help so many people to get through this time. And they've got and they're vocal about it. And then we've got people that do it in a much quieter way. All of these ways are important, but sometimes we have to be careful that in that chaos we don't get sucked into getting angry about it and upset, because then we start feeding the very thing that we're saying we don't want. So sometimes we just have to step back, and we have to be prepared to allow that chaos to go off around us, and just sit in the eye of the storm where the peace is. And it's not because you're burying your head in the sand, it's self-preservation. If you want to make a change in this world, if you want things to change for yourself, then you've got to master the art of being present, and understand that all of this chaos that's going off around is not yours to carry. So give it back. And who are you going to give it back to? Give it back to source. Stand there and say, I let go and let God. Stand there and say, I give it to you now. I surrender. I've had to do that today, and find my peace. And my peace is being outside here, tidying up all of this mess, and thanking this garden, this life, these trees, these plants, these flowers, everything, thanking them for what they gave me through the summer, and letting them now have their time to rest. And you need to do the same for yourself. Thank yourself for the blessings. Thank yourself for, your body's ability to get you through another month, another week, another year, or whatever. And bless it, love it, and be ready to release it. Release the need to control, and step into that place of peace, and know that everything is going to work out okay. We just have to trust the process. So on that note, I'm going to leave and get on with these leaves, because I don't want to spend all day out here, as much as I like being out here in my own space, my own thoughts. I've got lots of other things I want to do too. So sending you lots of love. Bye for now.